Chagrim Sameach, happy Festival of Lights, everyone. This is Rabbi Zelig from WildernessTorah, and I want to welcome you to our seventh day on the seventh day of Hanukkah and our fifth day of teaching. We are just so delighted to have Rabbi Jill Hammer here today, teaching about Jacob, the angel, and the jar of oil.
This is from the book Imre Noam, and it's cited by an author who is quoting from this book. It says, according to an oral tradition, as explained by the Imre Noam, the olives from the branch that Noach received from the dove were made into pure olive oil. Right? So this is the primordial oil. Right? It comes from the only plant, right? The first plant to survive the flood, right? That the oil, right, from those olives is expressed and given to Noach, right? And from there, it's passed on, right? The oil was given to Noach's firstborn Shem, right? Otherwise known as Melchizedek. The priest to the Most High Hashem sealed this little jar of oil and gave it to Abraham as a gift. Now, Abraham doesn't use it. Abraham in turn handed it over to Yitzhak, who passed it down to Yaakov. And according to our sages, Yaakov forgot some small jars on the other side of the Yabok River and returned to retrieve it. And one of these jars was the oil from Noah's Ark. And Yaakov prophetically hid this oil at the site of the Holy Temple and laid the foundations for the miracle of Hanukkah. This is the oil that originated with the dove, the symbol of peace, and continues to shine until the Messiah comes. So it's not just any oil. This is the oil, right? It's the original oil of Noah, right? And it's handed down, right? This is a little bit like the story of Moses' staff, right? That's also handed down. And it's this jar that is forgotten, and Yaakov goes back to retrieve it, thus encountering the angel, right? And it is not only the merit of this jar, but this exact jar, right? That is hidden on the site of the Holy Temple. And ultimately, right, will be presumably the light for at the end of days, right? So this is the light par excellence. And it's interesting that it says this is the oil that continues to shine until the Messiah comes, because in fact the oil itself is not lit, right? Until it gets lit, right? For most of this time, right, the oil is inside the jar. Right? It's the potential for light. It is the handing on of light. And I think we might connect this to solstice, right? Because this is the handing on, right? This is the return of the light in the sense of return of the light's potential, right? We're not going to see, right, the long days for a while, right? But this is the beginning of the return. And in some ways I see this as connected to the jar of oil.